to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UConn Huskies offense will take the first swing of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Michigan Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships, but this guy has an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy. He's a big part of his team's success, Dave.
No doubt, and the whole field's slanted towards stopping him. But he's been that good through the first part of the season. Can it continue? Against better competition and championship moments, that will decide whether he wins the Heisman.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
And they'll just down it right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, Let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
UConn going back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Trying the left side. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm. This game, obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
It's complete to the left, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to pass. Scrambling away. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Fitted in the window for the score. He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw it to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And, David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quick completion on the out. Bulldozes his way through. Oh, spins away. Oh, look out on the right. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. And the Wolverines are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Might be changing the route. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. UConn will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
He wants to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. He's not afraid to go deep. And he bats it away and falls incomplete.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The Wolverines are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Got his man. Lowers those pads. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
UConn going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. UConn quick to the line. From the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a third and long. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to...
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in the...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll leave it with him. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the gun, the ground game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They boot it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. The will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Looks like he's going to try to return it.
All right, not ideal. All right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. Running free. Touchdown Wolverine. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
UConn going back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Can't get him to the ground. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling. Fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Huber. Turning it on. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it at the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Working the middle. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Wolverine. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to...
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because 1st down he got sacked, 2nd in California. He's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the 1st down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Harris. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Sets up the screen.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Ellington. They've got the defense reeling. Oh, that big play to the 29. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Looking to throw, it's Griffin. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we'll certainly see miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Now on third down after that run. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Connection to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up. Down. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense, 19 ticks remaining. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.